Don't miss this thrilling tale. A reporter edits a mysterious man's voice and face. He gives the video to Dame, who doubts. The man states that this video is going public soon, and someone has to unlock the cage. The husband's death is more chilling than death itself. After the man hurriedly leaves, Dame returns home to check the videos. It's not just hers in there. There are thousands of other police videos, and she opens one randomly, finding a police officer. The officer investigates a remote cabin, but as soon as he steps inside, a sound startles him, and he finds a woman inside. He orders her to stay down, but she walks away like. After seeing this, Dame can't help but exclaim and rush off. She then searches and finally finds her. The video reveals that 3 days before her disappearance, a report came in about screams from a house, so she was sent to investigate. On entering, lights flickered, and Dame prepared to check. Out stepped a blood-soaked masked man, mumbling about bringing good vibes, to find his sister getting more tense as he spoke. Little did he know, Dame was not having it and shot him dead as if she were a wild dog. But while she monitored, a sound of something banging on a barrel startled her. Following the noise, Dame walked over and found a woman half naked, kneeling on the ground. Her hands were bound, and behind her was a mysterious symbol, surrounded by scattered bones. Seemed like some sort of ritual. Who's the Red Sister? Let's dig deeper. Looking at the scene, Dame sensed trouble. She noticed the symbol behind the woman. It was the same one they saw at the hospital. Dame started Googling for more information. Through her digging, she discovered that the deceased were a couple, and the male victim had a twin brother named Zionai. Dame called Zionai, hoping to uncover what happened to her brother. Zionai was straightforward and agreed to meet the next day. Bright and early, Dame met Zionai gear in hand, and Zionai said, "My brother and I love shaman culture." Zionai learned the kinder side, while her brother was drawn to the darker stuff. Zionai believes her brother's death must have been influenced by something sinister. Dame curiously asked why police were covering this up. Zionai explained it's because the whole town lies on ground cursed by dark magic. Police knew strange supernatural things were happening, but wanted to avoid negative press due to the town's poverty. Zionai told Dame about her husband and pulled out that symbol, and immediately Zionai recognized the Red Sister's mark. Legend has it she's a ghostly witch who feeds on human blood. If you run into the Red Sister, the lucky ones lose some blood, but the unfortunate ones face endless torment. Zionai warns Dame that her husband's case is beyond saving, and getting too close to darkness will consume her. Dame firmly stated, "I'm not afraid of darkness. I just want David and the truth." Zionai, moved, decided to help. She instructed Dame to bring something personal from David tomorrow night for a ritual to reveal the truth. Dame prepared David's walkie-talkie for the meeting the next night, and Zionai began to chant incantations. After chanting repeatedly, the walkie-talkie crackled, as if David was calling Dame, but as she picked it up, the room went dark. Not only did David come back, but so did the Red Sister, leaving Zionai dazed and standing still. Dame and the war reporter desperately tried to flee, flooring the gas pedal, and eventually met Zionai on the road. Dame urgently shouted for her to get in the car and leave. But Zionai was no longer herself. She had transformed into the Red Sister. Fortunately, Dame made it home safely, but she was glued to the walkie-talkie, not saying a word. She tried calling David via walkie-talkie, but got no reply, breaking down after 6 days. Dame called the war reporter again, as she heard David's voice on the walkie-talkie. It meant David was still alive. She offered the reporter double pay to help her search the abandoned hospital for David and explained the hospital's background. The hospital was originally a rehab center established by the Catholics for drug addicts and alcoholics. Oddly enough, all patients who entered never came out. Statistically, nearly 2,000 had died there. The hospital closed in 1986 due to funding issues, but the supernatural events never ceased. Townsfolk reported bizarre happenings. Dame suspected 2,000 souls lingering. Plans to demolish the hospital failed due to financial reasons, and it still stands to this day. Dame and the reporter finally entered the hospital, searching for ages, but found no clues whatsoever. At this point, Dame felt something was off after an eye in sight. Time still read 2:55 p.m. She realized time seemed frozen. Just as she pondered this, sounds echoed through the hall. They rushed towards the sound and found an iron door that wouldn't budge no matter how they shook it, so they had to turn back. Just as they turned back, a bunch of bottles mysteriously lined up on the floor, pointing forward, and Dame followed them. They didn't know how this adventure would unfold. Stay tuned.